2025 gave us so many incredible K-dramas, but not every show lived up to the hype. From big-budget space romances to overhyped webtoon adaptations, some series just couldn't win the hearts of viewers. So today, we're counting down the top 10 K-dramas that flopped in 2025, the ones that promised the world but left audiences disappointed. 10. Tastefully Yours. Rating 1.8%. Despite being one of the most anticipated romance dramas of 2025, Tastefully Yours struggled to maintain domestic viewership. Viewers initially praised its warm visuals and food-centric storytelling, but interest quickly faded due to slow pacing, weak romantic chemistry, and distracting subplots that pulled focus away from the main story. The ex-boyfriend arc and late-stage conflicts felt forced, while some fans criticized uneven character development. A mid-season controversy involving the lead actress further dampened public reception. Though it found global success on streaming platforms, its local ratings dropped below 2%, making it a commercial disappointment. Beautiful plating doesn't save a bland dish. Tastefully Yours was visually rich, but emotionally undercooked. 9. The First Night with the Duke. Rating 1.3%. Based on a popular web novel, The First Night with the Duke started with massive anticipation. Fans hoped for a romantic fantasy full of chemistry and elegance. However, the drama suffered from pacing issues. Early episodes dragged with repetitive dialogue and unnecessary filler scenes. The CGI and production design couldn't save a weak narrative. The leads lacked on-screen chemistry, and the story struggled to balance its fantasy and romance elements. Viewers dropped off fast after episode 3, calling it a royal snooze fest. Even its devoted novel fans admitted the adaptation missed the spark. A fairy tale that promised magic but delivered boredom, The First Night with the Duke failed to charm its kingdom. 8. Spring of Youth. Rating 1.2%. Domestic, 3.5% overseas. While Spring of Youth found mild success abroad, it struggled in South Korea. The slow storytelling and repetitive conflicts didn't connect with the local audience. Many found the characters' decisions frustrating and the dialogue overly poetic. Despite strong performances and stunning cinematography, it lacked excitement. Viewers described it as a beautiful but empty shell. It's one of those rare cases where a drama flopped domestically but found fans internationally. It blossomed overseas but wilted at home. Spring of Youth couldn't survive its own slow pace. 7. Confidence Queen. Rating 1.1%. Nationwide average. Despite its promising concept of a crime comedy featuring a strong female lead, Confidence Queen failed to deliver a consistent tone. Viewers were left confused whether the series wanted to be a serious thriller or a lighthearted caper. The humor often felt misplaced, and the writing didn't give the cast much depth to work with. Fans expected an empowering lead, but critics said her acting felt forced and unconvincing. Social media discussions called it neither funny nor thrilling. As a result, ratings dipped below 1.5%, and it quickly became one of 2025's biggest disappointments. Despite a flashy title and big names, Confidence Queen lost her crown fast, leaving viewers underwhelmed and uninterested. 6. When the Stars Gossip. Rating 1%. One of the most expensive K-dramas ever made, with a massive 50 billion Korean won's budget. When the Stars Gossip had everything going for it, except a good script. Despite beautiful visuals and big-name stars, viewers criticized the dull pacing, lack of chemistry, and confusing storytelling. The drama felt dragged out, with unnecessary space scenes that added nothing to the plot. Fans said it was visually stunning but emotionally vacant. By the 5th episode, ratings had dropped below 1%, making it a colossal commercial failure. A galaxy-sized budget couldn't save this space romance. When the Stars Gossip burned out too soon. 5. Motel California. Rating 1%. Marketed as a nostalgic coming-of-age romance, Motel California had the potential to be emotional and relatable. However, it quickly lost its audience due to a slow and meandering plot. The characters lacked growth, and their relationships didn't feel genuine. Many called it a drama that goes nowhere. Despite a soothing aesthetic and heartfelt music, the story lacked energy and direction. By the finale, even loyal viewers admitted they were just glad it ended. Checking into Motel California felt like checking into boredom, a drama that promised warmth but delivered a cold stay. 4. 12. Rating 0.9%. 12 attempted to mix fantasy, action, and mystery with a star-studded cast, but the execution was messy. The plot's complexity turned confusing, and the editing made key scenes feel abrupt. While the action choreography was commendable, the emotional depth was missing. Viewers couldn't connect with the characters' motivations, and by mid-season, audience interest plummeted. Online discussions described it as beautifully shot but hollow. Despite strong potential, it became one of 2025's most disappointing fantasy dramas. 12 had everything: visuals, stars, and hype, except one thing: a soul. 3. The Divorce Insurance. Rating 0.9%. A drama with an interesting premise, couples buying insurance against divorce, sounded unique. But poor scriptwriting and inconsistent tone ruined its potential. It couldn't decide whether it was a serious family drama or a quirky romantic comedy. The humor clashed with emotional scenes, creating tonal confusion. By episode 8, most viewers had dropped it. Critics said the characters lacked authenticity, and emotional scenes felt forced. Even the talented cast couldn't save it. The Divorce Insurance couldn't insure itself from failure, a clever idea undone by weak writing. 2. The Potato Lab. Rating 0.8%. Despite an intriguing title and experimental concept, The Potato Lab couldn't maintain momentum. Its plot revolved around quirky scientists, but the execution felt inconsistent. The pacing was painfully slow, and humor fell flat. The show aimed to mix mystery and comedy, but ended up with neither. Viewers on forums called it a wasted idea that never sprouted. The finale failed to tie up loose ends, leaving audiences confused and unsatisfied. The Potato Lab was supposed to grow into something brilliant, but it never left the soil. 1. Crushology 101. Rating 0.8%. Adapted from a beloved webtoon, Crushology 101 began with immense hype. However, what could have been a heartfelt romantic comedy became a hollow, emotionless story. The cast looked great, but the chemistry felt artificial, and the plot moved without real tension. Viewers felt disconnected from the main characters, and emotional moments failed to land. Critics pointed out how it relied too heavily on cliches and lost the essence of the original webtoon. By the finale, ratings plummeted to under 1%. Crushology 101 taught us one lesson: a good cast can't save bad writing. Even the biggest names and budgets can't guarantee success. These dramas remind us that without a good story and real chemistry, viewers will move on fast. Which 2025 K-drama disappointed you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more K-drama countdowns and reviews.